Hello friends, how are you? So I welcome you all to our own channel Board and Beyond. What we were learning today? We are learning linear equations in two variables now. Okay, and we have seen up to lecture number 4 here, right? So what we have understood is that we have understood how do we use elimination method, how do we use substitution method, and how do we use cross multiplication method to solve system of linear equations, right? System of simultaneous linear equations. So there is one more important concept which I will cover it up, and then we will move on to word problems, right friends? So let us get straight on to the topic. Okay, so condition of solvability. What do we mean by this? That means when we are given a system of linear equations, okay, let's say two equations in two variables, and then we need to solve it. So before actually start solving the equations for x and y, how do we know that whether these two, where this pair of linear equations will have unique solution, or where it will have no solution at all, or where in which scenario it will have multiple solutions or infinitely many solutions. Okay, so we will see that right away. Okay, so let's take two equations, general form. Right friends, so this is the generic form of linear equation, right? And when we say that there are three conditions here, my friends. Okay, so first condition is, let us say a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. I'm just talking about the coefficients. Okay, but is not equal to C1 by C2. You are able to see this? Okay, so in this scenario what happens, my friend, when A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but it is not equal to C1 by C2, that means this system of linear equations will have no solution at all, right? It will have no solution. Okay, the second situation which arises with us is, let us say a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, in this case these two two system of linear equations will have unique solution. Right? And there is one more condition which says that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then it has infinitely many solutions. So these are the three conditions, my friend. 1, 2, 3. That means whenever you are given a system of linear equations, just by analyzing the coefficients of those linear equations, you will be able to understand whether these two linear equations will have no solution, or will have multiple solutions, or will have unique solution, right? Okay, so with this concept let us move forward, right friends? Now we will move on to word problems. is solve the system of linear equations. I'll just take two equations here. Two x plus 5y is equal to 17 and 5x plus 3y is equal to 14. Okay, so what we are expected is that solve the system of equation, so that the system of equation has got unique solution. Okay, so the question is so that this linear equation has got unique solution, and then hence find the solution, right? So let us just write it in the standard form. So 2x plus 5y minus 17 is equal to 0. 5x plus 3y minus 14 is equal to 0. Right, friends? So we will just see a1 by a2, that is equal to 2 by 5, and here it is 5 by 3. So we see 2 by 5 is not equal to 5 by 3. Okay, this signifies that this system of linear equation will have unique solution. Correct? So the first part of the question is answered. Now coming on to the second part. Hence find the solution. For finding the solution we will use cross multiplication method here. Okay. So I'll just rub off this one because the first part is over. Now we will again write it like this. When I am writing for x, friends, cover it up. Left behind is 5, 3, minus 17, minus 14. Right? Then we write y here. Y, I cover the y up. Okay. This is already there. So this has to come down to 5. Right? When I am writing for constants, cover up the constant. 2, 5 is already there. 5 and 3 has to come down. I'll shift y here. Okay, right, friends? So, right? So x will be given by this into this, that is minus 70, minus this into this, minus 51, divide by this into this, that is 6, minus 25. You are getting my point? Okay. So which is equal to minus 70, sorry, it is minus of minus 51. Okay. This is minus 51. So plus 51 divided by 19, right? Right, friends? Minus 19. Sorry. So this is how much? 9, but minus here minus 19 minus this equal to 1. So we get x is equal to 1. Okay. Now similarly we can find out the value of y. Let us do it here only. Y is equal to this into this, that is minus 85, minus of this into this, that is minus of 28, divided by this remains same, minus 19. Okay. So this gives me how much, my friends? Minus 85 plus 28 divided by minus 19, which is equal to how much? 7, 5 with minus sign and minus 19, 3. So what we have found out is that x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3. Hence we have found out the values of x and y. Right, friends? So this was the first problem. Let us move on to the next problem. This was pretty simple. Just to illustrate how do we use the method. Coming on to the next problem. So that the system of system of equation 3x minus 5y 3x minus 5y is equal to 11 and 6x minus 10y is equal to 7. Okay. So what happens here, my friend? See, a1 by a2, okay, that is 3 by 6. Let us write this is minus 5 by minus 10 and this is 11 by 7. What do we observe here, my friend? See, 3 by 6 is equal to minus 5 by minus 10. The value of both of is half. Both of them is half. Okay, but it's not equal to this. Okay, so this system will not have a unique solution, right? So that is what it was asked to find out, just to show that it is basically a inconsistent linear equation, right? So pretty simple, we have already done it. Coming on to the move, next one. So that the system of equation 4x plus 6y is equal to 7 and 12x plus 18y is equal to 21 has got infinite solution, right friends? So how do we do that? We know that a1 by a2 that is equal to 4 by 12 and here it is 6 by 18 and here it is 7 by 21. We see this is equal to this and this is equal to this. You getting it? Yeah, the value of all these three fractions is equal to 1 by 3, right? So when this condition arises, we straight away say that this system of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions, right? Moving on to the next one. Okay, find the value of k for which the system of equation 2x minus 3y, x minus 2y is equal to 3 and 3x plus ky is equal to 1 has a unique solution. Okay, so now the question says that we have to find the value of k for which these two system of linear equations will have unique solution, right friends? So for unique solution, we know that what should happen? a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2, correct? Right. So let's take that concept and move forward. a1 by a2 is nothing but 1 by 3 and b1 by b2 is nothing but minus 2 by k. This should not be equal to. So this gives k should not be equal to minus 6. That means, my friends, for any value of k other than minus 6, this will have unique solution. And what will happen if you assume or if k becomes minus 6? If k becomes minus 6, then we will find it out here. 1 by 3. Let's say k has become minus 6. So this becomes minus 2 by minus 6 and this becomes 3 by 1. So what happens? These two becomes equal, but is not, this two becomes equal and this is not equal, right? So the moment k becomes minus 6, these two system of linear equations will have no roots at all. You getting my point? Because it is not equal to c1 by c2. Okay. Find the value of k for which the pair of linear equation kx plus 3y is equal to k minus 2, okay, and 12x plus ky is equal to k has no solution. So we have to find out the value of k for which this system of linear equations will have no solution. So for no solution, what is the condition? A1 by A2, that is equal to your k by 12, okay, should be equal to 3 by k, but should not be equal to k minus 2 by k. You are getting my point? So this is the condition that it has to meet. Okay. So taking this one by one, first let's take this part, and then we will take this part. So this part says that k by 12 is equal to 3 by k, right friends? Which also gives us k square is equal to 36, right? So which also say k is equal to plus or minus 6, right? Now we'll take the next part, that is 3 by k is not equal to k minus 2 by k, right? Okay, so we cross multiply, so 3k is not equal to k square minus 2k, okay? So k square minus 2k minus 3k, okay, is equal to 0. So what I have done is that I have basically moved it this side. So k square minus 5k is equal to 0. Taking k common out, k minus 5 is equal to 0. So k minus 5 is equal to 0, k is equal to 5, right? So now we will see that what is the value of k for which this system of linear equations will have no solution at all, right? So from here you see what happens is the moment it becomes k, we can basically just for a moment just we will exclude this, okay? So this was not required at all. We can give the answer from here itself. So x is equal to plus or minus 6, sorry, k is equal to plus or minus 6. So what happens is, once it becomes, let us say k becomes 6, what happens? K becomes 6, so this becomes 6 by 12 is equal to 3 by 6. Isn't it? Both the equations are half, both the fractions are half, right? Let us say which is not equal to 6 minus 2, that is 4, divided by 6, okay? So which is also equal to 4, sorry, which is equal to 4 by 6, right? And k is equal to minus 6. If I take this, becomes minus 6 by 12 is equal to 3 divided by minus 6 is equal to minus 8 divided by k is equal to minus 6. Now you see, my friends, this is minus half, this is minus half, but this is not minus half, right? So from this we conclude that we were asked to find out has got no solution. Yes. So we were asked to find out for which value of k this system of linear equation will have no solution. So the answer is k is equal to minus 6. I hope I have made my point clear, because once k is equal to plus 6, basically you can get infinitely many solutions. But if k becomes minus 6, you will not find a solution, because this condition is appearing before us if k is equal to minus 6. Right, friends? So with this we move on to the next one. So this you can omit it, basically it was not required. As we move forward, the difficulty level will start increasing, my friends. Okay. Now find the value of k for which the following system of linear equation has got infinite solutions. The system of linear equation is given as x plus k plus 1 into y is equal to 5 and next is k plus 1 x plus 9y is equal to 8k minus 1. Right, friends? So basically we can put minus, and minus is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Right? So this becomes the standard form of the linear equation. Now we are find out the value of infinite solution. So infinite solution is happening in which situation? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So if this condition is met, this will have infinitely many solutions, right? So A1 by A2 is nothing but 1 by k plus 1 is equal to k plus 1 divided by 9. You are getting it? Is equal to minus 5 divided by minus of 8k minus 1. So we have to find out the value of k for which this system holds good, and then that forward that value of k, these two system of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions. Right, friends? Okay. So let us move forward. I'll take first this one. Okay. So this suggests that k plus 1 whole square is equal to 9. So k plus 1 is equal to plus or minus 3. So k is equal to one situation, it is plus 3, so it becomes plus 2 minus, and another situation minus 3 minus 4. You are getting my point? There are two options of k which is coming out when we are solving this. Let us solve this and this. Okay. Before that, let's quickly check. K is equal to 2, right? So this becomes how much, my friend? This becomes 1 by 3. Okay. And this becomes 3 by 9. And this becomes how much? Minus 5 divided by k is equal to 2, right? So 2, 16 minus 1, that is 15, that is minus 15. Yes, you're getting it? All these fractions, the value of them is 1 by 3. So for k is equal to 2, this will have infinitely many solutions. Right, friends? Now, let us take k is equal to minus 4. What happens? This becomes 1 by minus 3. You are right? This is equal to minus 3 plus 1, that is equal to minus 2. Divide by 9. And this is equal to, no, we do not need to move forward because this is not happening. Right? So the value of k is equal to 2, for which this system of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions. Right? Okay. So this is how you need to approach. Yeah. So we are given another system of linear equation, and we have to solve it basically. Okay. So this is 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. K minus 1 into x, okay, plus k plus 2 into y is equal to 3k. So we have to find out the values of x and y. Okay, right, friends? So first we will cross check whether what kind of this is there, and we have to actually we have to find out the value of k here, for which this system of linear equation will have infinitely many solutions. Okay, so that is 2 by, I am just taking the coefficients, my friend, and is equal to 3 by k plus 2 is equal to 7 by 3k. Okay, minus will be there on the both minus 7 and minus 3. So we can cancel it out also. Okay, if you write it in the standard format, this becomes minus 3k minus 7, right? So I have cancelled out minus. So doesn't make a difference here. Now we will try to solve this two first. So this becomes 2k plus 4, taking it up here, is equal to 3k minus 3, right? So this becomes minus k is equal to minus 3 minus 4. So k is equal to 7. K is equal to 7. Now what we do is that we try to put k is equal to 7 here, okay, and let's try to see whether this thing is verified or not. Okay, so this becomes 2 by k minus 1, that is equal to 6, 3 by k plus 2, that is equal to 9, is equal to 7 by 3k. 3k is nothing but 21. What do we observe, my friend, is this is equal to 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, yes. So the value of all the fractions is equal to 1 by 3. So for k is equal to 7, this system of linear equation will have infinitely many solutions, right? Yes. So that was it all about. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. So these were the questions that we had selected for just understanding, like how do we analyze whether the system of linear equations will have no solution, or will have infinitely many solutions, or will have a unique solution. Okay, so I think we have understood well here, and next class onwards I will be taking word problems. So that will be a little important, because the word problem, the most important part in the word problem is that analyzing the problem itself, or formulating the equation is the most important part. Once you formulate the equation correctly, then solving it is pretty simple. You go wrong in formulating the problem or formulating the equation, then the answer also will be wrong, my friends. Okay, so with this I'll close the lecture number 5 on linear polynomials in two variables, and now we are left with word problems, which probably I'll cover up in 2 sessions, and after that I'll take up some hot questions for 1 or 2 marks, or for 3 and 4 marks. I'll just refer to the previous year question papers and decide on that, right, friends? So I hope till now the journey was comfortable to you, and you are basically learning something from me, okay, or learning something from this channel. So let's move forward. If you find that the classes conducted here or the information shared with you adds value to your life and to your education or the way you learn, okay, so please do like and subscribe our channel, and this is what is expected from you. And depending upon your comments, you can post your comments also, whatever you like, whatever you dislike about this. Okay, so based on that, the modifications can be done on the online classes. So with this, I wind up the lecture number 05. We will meet up in the next session, my friends. So till the time we meet up next, be healthy, be happy, keep learning with us. Thank you so much.